way to figure out if you made it in life, you'll probably be driving a Bentley Continental. This particular one is the Continental GT Speed, and let's take a look at it. And the color is Hallmark. It's kind of this grayish blue. I think it looks very luxurious and very high class. Let's go ahead and take a look at these wheels. They are these nice 21-inch, really aggressive 10 split spoke wheels. I just really like them. They look very mean and sporty. In the front, 275/35 21, and in the back, they are 275/35 21s as well. So it's a square set. Very distinct is the Bentley badge back here on the trunk. You also had these dual exhaust tips, really massive and large. LED tail lights. And you know, it's got an integrated spoiler. All you got to do inside is press a button and it pops on up. You know, it's great for downforce when you're whipping around some turns. Moving on to the front bumper, since it's a Speed, it has this really aggressive mesh grille. Also, the headlights are these really beautiful circular LEDs. Pop the hood. So it is a 6-liter twin-turbo W12. It is producing 626 horsepower, 605 pound-feet of torque. This vehicle is all-wheel drive, and it's mated to an 8-speed ZF quick-shift transmission.
Alright, let's take a look at the inside of this 2016 Bentley Continental GT Speed. This one has the black diamond stitching interior. Alright, the first thing you notice when you get inside of this 2016 Bentley Continental GT Speed is going to be the roofline. It is of course sporty, going down as a coupe should be, but because it's leather, it's gonna give it that proper Bentley feel. Another thing that you'll notice are these really traditional, that probably I think all Bentleys get, vents where you can of course open or close them just by pressing on that button. You're gonna also get a Breitling clock right in the middle of the console. Of course, what else could you expect? I've got heated seats, I've got ventilated seats and massaging seats as well. We talked about this being a competitor with the S-Class coupe or convertible, and it's definitely up there. The pedal shifters are going to be mounted on the steering column on the Bentley. They're a relatively good size, and they have a brushed aluminum on the back, so you know when you're touching them. It feels pretty good. One more thing I'll point out is that the driver's seat is really separated from the passenger seat. You got this middle console that really makes you separated from each other, which is quite interesting. Yeah, I do like the design though. When it comes down to the infotainment system, you know, it is a 2016, it is a Bentley, so it's not gonna be exactly as you know, up to date as the new Mercedes would be, for example. It will do, don't get me wrong, but if you're getting this vehicle with the thought of having technology surrounding you, it's not going to be exactly about it. You're getting this car because of the look, because of the engine, and because of the way it drives, and because of the statement it makes.
Alright, okay. Take a ride in the Bentley Continental GT Speed. Not only are we in a Continental, not only are we in a Bentley, but we're in the fast Bentley.
Yes, the speedy Bentley, if I may say so myself. Now of course when you have the Speed, you're gonna get the W12 engine 6-liter. If you
626 horsepower.
Yeah, and if you don't get the Speed, you're gonna be left off in the V8.
Which the V8 I heard is really good as well though.
It is surprisingly quick, so this one's gonna get you from 0 to 60 in 4 seconds flat. The V8, 4.3.
So this one is faster.
This one is faster.
This is the one to go.
Of course, top speed's gonna be higher on this one as well. I think you actually get top speed is 206 miles per hour or something like that.
206 miles an hour in a car that weighs nearly 5,000 pounds.
A car that, yeah, it feels like maybe, what, 3 elephants, something like that.
Yeah, at least.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, just driving it, it feels heavy. Like, it feels like it feels like a small car. Actually, it doesn't feel super huge, but it just feels heavy. It feels like tied to the ground. And even though it's a big car, it handles flat.
And you know, don't get us wrong that heavy means
Not slow.
Yeah, no, exactly. And you can put it in a sport, you don't have to, it doesn't matter. It's gonna pull you forward.
For those who don't know what speed is pretty much, look at it as kind of Mercedes AMG line. It's Bentley's high performance brand, which, I mean, they don't really need because their cars are already high performance, but with the speed you get the extra horsepower and suspension and body kit.
And you're gonna spend also a little bit more money.
I think the main competitors actually to this car are the S Coupe. However, I think actually the Aston Martin Vanquish too. I think that's a good competitor.
Yeah, and just like we talked about earlier, the Rolls-Royce Wraith.
Wraith, yes.
It's going to be also a competitor, a little bit more expensive.
And you can throw in the BMW 8 Series just because it is the full size.
Here's a BMW guy, that's what he said.
It is the full size car converted to a coupe, so I mean.
Sure.
Let me go ahead and pull over and let you drive it and see what you think about it.
Okay, let's see. Alright, is this a perfect GT? I can't imagine it could be a perfect GT.
The only thing I will say is it is the most luxurious car I've ever driven.
This cabin is real luxurious, as you said. It feels really premium, it looks really premium.
It's got heated, cooled seats, massaging seats like you said. I mean, it's got all the amenities, you know, for a nice luxury car. It just doesn't have the newest screen, or the newest tech.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
So is this a perfect GT?
I think so, yes. I think this is the perfect car to take on long, you know, vacation trips maybe, long sleeping highways. This is the perfect GT.
Thank you for watching our review of this 2016 Bentley Continental GT Speed. As of this shooting, this vehicle is still available at Mercedes-Benz of Athens, so check out the video description for my contact information, or if you simply want to find out more.
And stay up to date in our videos so you guys can see high performance cars like these and other luxury cars. Oh yeah, subscribe too.